Hi, Joe Tremaine here. In this segment, we have two dance agents, a choreographer, and a dancer. They're here to share their insights on the relationship between the performer and the agent. Shelli Margheritis with the McDonald Selznick Agency, Mr. Tim O'Brien with Clear Talent, Zach Woodlee, choreographer of the hit TV show Glee, and our dancer, Mr. Tony Bellissimo, who's toured with Rihanna and is in the new movie Step Up 4. Here we go.
Dancing's a team sport. I mean, it really is.
Our job is to give them information so they're ready for that audition, but their job is to let us know what they're doing.
Let us know what you're doing. Are you in classes? What are your goal sets? Who are the artists that you want to work with? Who are the choreographers you have worked with?
You want to challenge yourself and get better, you need to put yourself in the ringer where people are better than you. You will only get better.
An agent represents talent, and that talent we then help guide their careers in crafting their pictures, their resumes, and prepping them for casting, so we can present it to casting for consideration for projects that are being produced.
I know agent submissions are really my bread and butter as far as finding dancers, because I need honest agents that can really give me the appropriate talent for whatever it is that we need for the show. So definitely agents.
We then, at which point we'll provide them in assisting getting their audition, follow up on getting them a callback, and then what we finally will do is finalize the negotiation for that compensation for the artist and follow through until the end of the production. In the meantime, while they're working on a project, we're then already preparing them for their next future project to progress their career. We're looking for almost everything. We don't have one particular thing that we're looking for. Every artist brings something different to the table, so whether they have a niche forte or they're very well-rounded, all of those elements are played in a role for what we look for.
If you're not 100% committed, committed meaning you eat it, you sleep it, you wake up, it's the first thing you think about when you wake up. When you tie your shoes to the beat of a rhythm. You do not do anything that's not dance.
You know, I hate to say that one little magic something, but it's that one little magic something, along with a lot of talent. The technique is still important. If you're going to be a b-boy, you better be a really good b-boy and have those tricks down.
I think working in a group setting, being in class, learning spatial awareness, learning the powers of a whole unit doing the same thing and how moving that can be.
You just need to know who you are and be confident in who you are, and also you have to be able to dance by yourself and freestyle.
I think one of the best things they could do is understand communication with their agency. That is the key element to an agency. If you're communicating and we're on the same page together, it only betters for us to know more about that artist and to pitch their career in the direction that they're looking for.
Every day, I talk to my agent at least 2 or 3 times a day just to say hi and see what's going on. And I want to talk about Glee, singing auditions, acting classes, dancing auditions. I constantly asking what's going on, what projects, where's Neo, where is Usher, where is Justin Timberlake, what's going on with this. Constantly talking to your agent. Communication is key. If you do not communicate with your agent, it does not work.
The biggest mistake was once they get here, they don't understand that they have to communicate. Our job is to give them information so they're ready for that audition, but their job is to let us know what they're doing, how they're doing, if they get their hair changes.
A lot of kids come out here and go, my agent doesn't like me, they don't like the way I look. No, you just don't need to be in their eyes at all the time. You have to put yourself in their vision. If they don't know you're there, there's so many dancers, you have to make yourself known. You have to. Push, push, push yourself.
To communicate, let us know what you're doing. Are you in classes? What are your goal sets? Who are the artists that you want to work with? Who are the choreographers you have worked with? Because that helps sculpt us in pitching you in the right areas. We may get a call getting a heads up on something. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so-and-so's certain dream job to do. Let's get them in on an audition. So keeping in that loop is fantastic. I feel that education is essential in every capacity, and especially if you're an artist, you should always educate yourself, whether it's in classes, if it's in a collegiate aspect. Absolutely. There are times in the entertainment industry that the work is not always consistent, so it would be really wise to always have something, to have a skill set to go back to, so that as those times may not be as flourishing, you can flourish in other areas. I also feel that whether it's based on the individual, of if they should have a dance degree or not. And you know, some people really excel, whether it be in a business capacity. So that becomes down to a individual aspect. But degree, schooling, I would always be an advocate of that. I feel that dancers are incredibly smart. I do think they can do it all, so they should.
When they do come to LA, I suggest they jump into the LA dance world and really kind of pick up the flavor of Los Angeles. It's different. It's different, certainly different than the Midwest. It's even different than New York. And I tell them to take as many classes as they can, especially when they first get here. Once you get here and you achieve, you're a professional dancer, you should be looking, in my opinion, looking for those other opportunities. So I would suggest acting. I would suggest acting classes. So that's what I wish I did, and that's what I would suggest people do.
Thank you for joining us, and be sure to visit the Master Talent Teachers website regularly for more new and exciting videos.